everyone. Today I am going to be doing another sorting, literary character sorting. But today I am going to be sorting Jane Austen characters into Hogwarts Houses. As you guys know, I am a big Jane Austen fan. Love Jane Austen's works, and I thought it'd be fun to put them into Hogwarts Houses. So, I love the Harry Potter books, and in the Harry Potter books, everyone who goes to Hogwarts, the school, is sorted into 4 houses, depending on their dominant characteristics. So, there is Ravenclaw, which I'm a Ravenclaw, which their characteristics are, like, wit, learning, bit quirky, bit nerdy. So, there's the Ravenclaws. Slytherin, they're kind of the bad guys in the Harry Potter series, and their characteristics are ambition, trying to get ahead. They will they think of themselves first a lot of the times. That's not to say that that there are not some good characters in Slytherin, but they're mostly their main characteristics. Hufflepuff is another house, and their characteristics are loyalty. They are like the nice, kind ones, peacemakers. So they're the nice ones, the Hufflepuffs. And the last ones, the Gryffindors. They are like the brave ones, kind of sometimes a little reckless. But yeah, so I put some Jane Austen characters into the cup, and I will pull them out and see which Hogwarts house they belong to. So let's get going. So the first person, Mr. Darcy. Let's see. Which house should Mr. Darcy be in? Ooh. Okay. I am debating between 2. I didn't think I would have that much of a debate here. I'm gonna go with Gryffindor for Mr. Darcy. I think there are several instances where he was very brave, like when he goes and tracks down Lydia. That was pretty brave, just for him to confront Wickham, and that he... There's also, I think, some Hufflepuff in him, like being loyal. He's very fiercely loyal to his family and to his sister. So I think just that fierceness kind of, I feel, just makes him a Gryffindor. I just remember, like, what people saying, that he's not a bad person. Like his housekeeper was like, oh, some people think him proud, but he's just exceedingly shy. So I knew I wouldn't put him in Slytherin, but I'm like, okay, Hufflepuff or Gryffindor? Probably put him with Gryffindor. And he's very brave, actually, to say that he loves Elizabeth before he knows that she likes him. So I'm going to go with Gryffindor for Mr. Darcy. I didn't think that would happen, though. Henry Tilney. He is a Hufflepuff. Henry Tilney, he is from Northanger Abbey. He's the hero of Northanger Abbey. He is a very underrated character, I believe, from Jane Austen. He is just such a nice person, and he puts people at ease, and he thinks about other people, and he likes a laugh. So, and he's very, with the comforts of home. So, I'm going to say Henry Tilney is a Hufflepuff. The next one, Marianne Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility. Let me think. I'm going to say Marianne is a Gryffindor. She goes headstrong into stuff, and if kind of how she says she doesn't love in halves, so she will go headstrong without thinking. A lot of times, she gets into a relationship with Willoughby when she probably shouldn't, but she's still nice. She loves her family, and she's just fierce in her emotions. So when I thought of that word, I'm like, you know what? She's a Gryffindor. So I'm going to put Marianne in Gryffindor. Wow, I actually did not think I would be putting some of these people in certain houses. Lucy Steele from Sense and Sensibility. And I will definitely put her in Slytherin. She is very conniving. She knows how to use her words, and she's very much tries to like get ahead, sneaky. So I'm gonna put her in Slytherin. Just with her dumping one person and getting engaged to someone who has more money. Just very Slytherin. The next one, Elinor Dashwood. So Marianne's sister. Where would I put Elinor? I would put Elinor in Ravenclaw. She is very methodical in her thinking, and she doesn't let emotions. She's just basically all brain. She's like A plus B equals C. There's just no changing that. And, if Marianne is doing X, Y, and Z, that is wrong. And her instincts are pretty spot on a lot of the times. She's very smart. So, yeah, I'm going to put her in Ravenclaw. Mr. Collins. Oh dear, where shall we put Mr. Collins? I just had a vision of Mr. Collins going into Hogwarts. I am going to put him in I'm going to put him in Hufflepuff. Mr. Collins, if you read the story of Pride and Prejudice, he is kind of a person you want to kind of stay away from, but there's nothing really wrong what he does. He's a little ambitious, but he's in awe of people who have like a higher station. He is very loyal to Catherine de Bourgh, so that's one of the reasons why I put him in Hufflepuff. He's very loyal to her. He is actually he doesn't hold grudges that Elizabeth dumped him, maybe a little bit, showing her his house when he gets married to someone else, but there's no like animosity or anything like that. So he might do things wrong, but yeah, I'm still gonna say he's a Hufflepuff. The next one. I enjoy doing these. Mr. Knightley. Ooh, okay. It's between these three. Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley is a Hufflepuff. He is very loyal to his friends. He has that core group of people in his village that he just is always around. When you compare him to, like, Emma, he's the hero in Emma, he is just very nice. He's very nice to the people in the town. He's nice to Jane Fairfax. He's nice to Miss Bates. And even sometimes when Emma's like, oh, why did you do that? And he's like, well, it's the nice thing to do. It's the courteous, gentlemanly thing to do. So yeah, and he doesn't mind that he doesn't like live in London. He likes the country. He likes his own little surroundings. So Mr. Knightley, it's a Hufflepuff. Elizabeth Bennet. I know where I'm putting Elizabeth Bennet in. She is, like me, a Ravenclaw. So she reads a lot, and she is a little quirky. She likes to laugh. She likes to know things, and she has a lot of wit. And those are definitely characteristics of a Ravenclaw. So there's that. Harriet Smith. Harriet Smith. I will put her in Hufflepuff. When Emma becomes her friend, she's very loyal to Emma. She thinks the world of her. She likes the comforts of home. There's a little bit of Gryffindor, I think, in her, where she wants to go and do stuff. But I think her main characteristics are definitely Hufflepuff. Next one, Catherine Morland, the heroine in Northanger Abbey. Let's see. What would I see Catherine as? I'm going to put Catherine in Gryffindor. I did not think I would be putting her in Gryffindor, actually. I thought I'd be putting her in Ravenclaw because she likes to read. But the reason why I'm putting her in Gryffindor is because she likes to do things, and she likes to go out there. She's very reckless sometimes in what she does, but I think because she has like a good heart, and it kind of overshadows that. So I just see her in Gryffindor. So I'm going to say Catherine Morland in Gryffindor. Mr. Elton. He is definitely a Slytherin. He is a character in Emma who tries to propose to Emma, but he's just doing it because he wants to get ahead in life, and that is a characteristic of Slytherin. He knows who the rich girls are, and that's who he proposes to. He kind of looks down on Harriet Smith for being poor. So I can definitely see him being friends with Slytherins. So, and yeah, definitely a Slytherin. Fanny Price from Mansfield Park. Fanny Price would be a Hufflepuff. She's very loyal. She's very loyal to her family, just with her writing to her brother and stuff, and even the family when they take her in. Just throughout the book, you can see she's very loyal to family. She's very kind. She thinks about others. So I'll just say Hufflepuff for Fanny Price. Emma. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to put Emma. She's the heroine in Emma. And I'm going to have to put her in Slytherin. As much as I love Emma, and there's been lots of, Jane Austen said, oh, no one's going to like this character except me. And it's because she's a bit conniving. There's parts of her that are very self-important. So she just has like all these Slytherin qualities, but she's the example of a Slytherin who is actually kind of a hero, like still like like, not a bad person. And I kind of like the idea of her being with Hufflepuff Mr. Knightley. So, 2 more. Mr. Wickham. From Sense and Sensibility. Or, from Pride and Prejudice. I always get Mr. Wickham, Mr. Willoughby confused. But he is definitely a Slytherin. He kind of goes from Elizabeth to some other girl who has a lot of money, and then he only marries Lydia because of the money, and yeah, with him running off with Lydia, he's just thinking of himself. He's just totally Miss Slytherin. And the last one, Jane Fairfax from Emma. And I would say Jane Fairfax is a Ravenclaw. She is thinking about being a governess, a teacher, so she reads a lot. She thinks about stuff. She kind of analyzes everything. So I can just see her being in a Ravenclaw. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video of me sorting Jane Austen characters into Hogwarts House. I really enjoy doing this. Maybe next time I'll do like children's book characters into Hogwarts Houses. I don't know. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.